Good morning, everyone. Mark Wilson, President, Tri-State Restorations. Thank you for being here, for all those on the webinar and our Facebook Live. Thanks for coming. This is our second one. We did one last month and on how to don and doff PPE. Today we're going to be talking about how do you know when an area has been disinfected appropriately before and after. So we're real excited about that, and we hope it brings you some value. Stick with us to the end. We're going to be doing 3 giveaways for a PPE bundle. It's our Benefect product that we use in the field. It's EPA registered and rated for infectious disease and bloodborne pathogens and effective for killing COVID-19. Again, we use it in the field. It's a botanical, actually, so it's safe, it's pet friendly, and all that. So we're going to send a bottle and a spray bottle for you guys. So I'm going to check in with you at the end, but I'm going to turn it over to Alicia, who's going to go over today's presentation. Thank you.
Hi everyone. This is Adrienne, and I'm going to go over a little bit about the background of our ATP machine with Eagle. So, here we go. Thank you for joining us for our coffee break. So, what does clean actually mean? When a surface is visibly clean, that doesn't mean it's actually clean. Molecules from living cells can still be present even after cleaning the surface thoroughly. How do we know? Tri-State Restorations uses an ATP tester, which helps us identify and measure the presence of molecules on a surface to see if it's really been cleaned properly and is safe for use. The benefits of using an ATP tester include an instant assessment of surface cleanliness. You can record and track the results to identify problem areas, and you can more efficiently use your disinfection products. It's beneficial to our customers and their bottom line. What is ATP? ATP is adenosine triphosphate. It's an energy molecule that's found in all organic matter that exists in living cells. What is bioluminescence? It's the light emitted from an enzyme reaction when it comes into contact with ATP. The unit of measurement for the emitted light is called relative light unit, or RLU. So what does this all mean? The presence of ATP on a surface means that there's still microorganisms present. In essence, your object is still dirty. The higher RLU means the higher contamination rate for the surface tested. Now it's time for the fun part. I'm going to hand things over to Alicia, and she's going to show us how this device works.
Hi everybody, my name is Alicia, and I'm the operations manager here at Tri-State Restoration. So thanks for joining us today. What I'd like to demonstrate for you today is the Hygienia system, which is the Hygienia System SurePlus ATP monitor. And it's recognized worldwide for its accuracy. And so this is what the product looks like here. Again, just your machine here. Hygienia is the brand. All right. And the device can be used for everything from suspected contamination to just hand cleanliness. So we can do surfaces, we can do hands, we can do all types of things for this. TSR uses it to rapidly provide quality tests to ensure our customers that we are left with a clean environment after they do every single job. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap one of the most common things that we forget about, which is our cell phone. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Mark's cell phone from you, all right, here. So we have not previously cleaned this phone. This is Mark's phone that he uses every day. So we hear a lot about cleaning our hands, washing our hands, making sure that we're doing it regularly, making sure that we're doing it as long as we're supposed to. And what we want to do is obviously continue that trend. And what we're forgetting to do sometimes is some of the most common things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to use the Hygienia to test a cell phone here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first remove From this tube, I'm going to go ahead and take out the testing swab here, all right? And then I'm going to just go ahead and swab with this tip, the tip that comes pre-moistened, with an extract. And it breaks through the biofilm on the surface. So I'm going to do it in a crisscross pattern here. So I'm going to go across surface here once, and then I'm going to crisscross back again so you kind of see that crisscross pattern as I go. Again, I'm going to go down here, across, and then I'm going to crisscross back again while I'm twirling the swab, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and set this down here. What I'm doing is I'm testing a 10 by 10 surface. In that crisscross pattern, I'm then replacing that test into the tube here, all right? Now, the next step would be to bend and break. So I'm going to go side to side here. I'm going to bend, break. So what I'm doing is I'm releasing what she talked about earlier that's going to counteract with that surface area to create that bioluminescence. All right? Now I'm going to take our hygienia machine here, and I'm going to, as I get this ready, because I have to power it on, I'm going to gently shake this from side to side, just like this. This is what you want to do. So we're going to do that for about 5 to 10 seconds as this machine turns on. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop the lid because it looks like it's ready. It'll tell you on the front of the device. I'm just going to go pop it in just like this. All right, I'm going to shut it. This is going to take about 15 seconds. It's going to show a countdown on the front of your meter here. All right? And as we're going, we're going to make sure that it does its job. So here we go. It's going to take us about 15 seconds. It's going to register. There we go. All right. So here we are with our countdown. Okay, and you may not be able to see this, but it looks to be that our surface area is around the 55 area. So Mark's stone is a little bit clean, because what we're looking for here is a test of an ROU from anywhere from 76 on forward would be your really, really filthy areas. So Mark's done a little cleaning here. Looks like he's done a pretty good job of cleaning the surface area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove this test here, and then I'm going to repeat it again on what I've pre-cleaned for a different cell phone here. Again, I'm going to take my swab, I'm going to remove it with 2 fingers here. So on my 10 by 10 surface area, I'm going to swab one way, then I'm going to crisscross another way while I'm twirling the swab itself. Again, swab one way, twirl, swab the other way, and twirl, okay? I'm going to replace it back into my test tube. I'm going to break the top, make sure that I squeeze all of the liquid down to the bottom. I'm going to shake my test tube for about 5 to 10 seconds. All right, I think that's good to go. Pop it right back into our hygienia machine and let it do its work. All right, now as that goes, what we're looking for here is about, our objective here is to have 0, obviously, because that would be completely sanitized. But what you're looking for here, probably on a cell phone that still has been sanitized, is maybe that 1 to 2 range, which looks like what we're getting now. So we're in that 1 to 2 range for that sanitized phone. So that's what you're looking for. And what we did here was we just wanted to make sure that you saw the difference between the 2 surfaces. So unclean foam was about 55 range, and clean foam was about a 2 range. So, and that's all I have for you today.
Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Adrian. So what we're going to do now is Adrian's going to work on the drawing, and we're going to pick our 3 winners. But in the meantime, just to follow up with Alicia, there's not a real way to do this kind of testing the same way as mold, where you set up a Petri dish and you're drawing in negative air and you're sending it to a lab. Really, this is one of the only ways you can test the cleanliness. And what we're talking about with COVID cleaning really is deep cleaning and disinfection. So this is really just going to be a good fail-safe tool for that. and you can use it beforehand, you can use it after. And we actually, this machine, this is not easily accessible. This is a couple $1,000 machine, plus the inserts that have to be refrigerated, and to preserve them, they're about $5 to $10 each, actually, each sample. We can come out and provide that service as part of our inspection suite of services. And when we do cleaning, if you engage us in cleaning, that's just something we provide with your facility manager or whoever walking around, doing that spot checking to give you peace of mind. I think that's just a really value-added service that you should have in engaging any company to do this type of cleaning. So thank you for being here, and I hope this brought you some value. Before I let you go, I want to talk to you about our food drive, and Adrian's got our winners. The food drive has come along very successfully. We're doing 100 families, food bags and toys. We're donating about $5,000 worth of food. We have over 70 toys. Thank you for everyone who has donated. We do need more. We do need 30 more. Adrian's going to put in the message a link, and you can go to our website, and it's just a really easy process to purchase if you're on Facebook. And please, when you're on the webinar, check us out on Facebook, because I do some live videos on Friday about various things. I think in our company, we always want to try to bring value. I've been in the industry 23 years. You know, a lot of people can come to your facility, into your business, and pitch services. And I sort of have the servant marketing way. I think building relationships is the most important thing, and bringing value. And we always want to continue to do that. That's the way at least we do things, and we find that to be successful. And so we want to hear from you. If you have questions, please send them now, and I can try to answer a few. I'd be happy to do that. And then we want to know what you're looking for. So from a restoration, a mitigation, a mold, anything that we do, what would you like to see a presentation on? What would you like to see us, we did the donning and doffing of PPE, and then we did this machine. I'd like to get your feedback, and you will get a survey in about a day, which will have some things, and we'll review those surveys, and it will be important in determining our next coffee break webinar. So with that, I'm going to announce the winners.
Would you like to do questions first?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Right.
So we have a question. If I am looking to reopen my business, how can TSR help me make sure that we're COVID-19 free? And how do we go about asking for your services?
Right. Thank you for your question. And who is this question from?
It's from Pete.
Thank you, Pete. You can engage our services by giving us a call. We're on one of our numbers. Adrian will list that all down. And as far as certifying if something is clean, I mean, that's kind of the toughest part, right? That's what we would come in to your facility and kind of a case-by-case basis. Have you had somebody with COVID that's a confirmed case? There's different ways we would go about it on that level, but this would be a good way to start, with the inspection process.
Yeah, one more question. It's from a common user, so unfortunately I don't know their name. But they're asking, what other services does Tri-State offer?
Thank you. So what we do is, along with the COVID cleaning, is fire damage, smoke damage, cleanup, restoration, water, sewage damage, anything disaster related that is of an emergency nature. Water's pouring through a ceiling or coming up through drains. That's really kind of our wheelhouse. Bloodborne pathogens, sewage, that sort of thing, where I think that's something where we do a really good job with, and we respond really quickly. Thank you for that question. For this, I wanted to stick with this and not do too much of a pitch on other things, but since it was asked, yeah, we can do all that, and please keep us in mind for that.
All right, that was the last question, and if anybody else pops in and has a question, we'll just address it and put it
Yeah, or send an email or contact us and we'll get back to you. So our winners for today, you're gonna get this, the bottle of Benefect, and we're gonna send you a spray bottle. We're not gonna pour this, it comes right from the manufacturer, so we'll let you guys handle that, but we'll send you the spray bottle. Joanne Moringuez is our first winner, so we'll ship that out to you. Adrian will get with you, to get your address and all that information. And then Stan Williams, congratulations, the second winner. And Link Canty is our third winner today. For all those on Facebook, please make sure you join us in the webinar for next month, so you can participate in this. And for all those who didn't get something, there's still a chance to win. We're going to give 3 more bottles of this away for the first three referrals we get. We'll give 3 bottles away, 1 to each person. Okay? So that's it for today. Thank you, and thank you for being a part of this. This has been really growing. Facebook, the attendance has been growing each time, and I'm happy that we can provide something for you that's of value. So everybody have a good day. Thank you.